Hi, everybody, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is a podcast where I talk about knitting and yarny things, and family, and books, and all kinds of things. I filmed this, whatever, from my home outside of Lima, Ohio, and I live here with my husband, Randy, my father in law, Ron, his cat, Tommy, and my puppy, Ginger. Um, Today is March 8th, 2022, and this is episode 373. You can find me online on YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, and WordPress as Naturally Kim's Knitting, and on Ravelry, I'm NapiersKnits and Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group, and on Instagram, I'm knitting_Kim. Um, Before I go any farther, I'm sorry, guys. The mess the world's in right now is just kind of making it hard to be jolly and cheerful. And we'll talk about how it impacts us indirectly in just a minute, or in just a few minutes. Anyways, in this messed up world, any of you who might want to knit, I am an affiliate with KnitPicks and with Michaels, and I do want to let you know KnitPicks' sister company, WeCrochet, has a flash sale going on. I'm going to read it off the email because I'm afraid I'll forget. Uh, it started May 7th, yesterday, and it goes through March 13th. Okay, and it ends at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Now, for this sale, you can save 15 to 25% off over 250 Wool of the Andes yarns. Offer includes the Bear and 10 packs. And to purchase it, they say you can go to crochet.com for a full sale info. You can also go to one of my links, which I would prefer, but that's up to you. Let's see. So yeah. Then they also have Bear yarn on sale, 15% off when bought in bulk. Then Michaels. Oh, Michaels they always have so many yarn bargains that I can't even list them all. But please, if you're going to purchase from either one of these, I would appreciate it. Boy, that sounds selfish in this day and age. But I would appreciate it if you would go to ksnapier475.blogspot.com and purchase through one of my links. Got to get a smile on my face. I was going to start off with a song I sang in junior high, and I got a superior rating off of it. I don't know if I can do it justice today because tears are so close. I should tell you now, but I'm going to wait till the end. But see how far I can get in the song. You may know it, and if you do, sing it with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Sorry, cracking voice. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Sorry, I usually sing that song a lot stronger. I know I've told you, well, I'm pretty sure I told you when I walked down the lane with my puppy, I usually sing the doxology and the Lord's Prayer because those are two things that are great ways of praising God. But for a while now, I step out the door and this is the song that hits me. And so I sing it as a prayer to God. So, sorry, I don't mean to be a downer. Just hard not to be right now. Okay, back to the business at hand. Um, I have two knit-alongs going on, and for both of those, there are two names that are chosen out of everybody who enters, and those two people can choose from either a $10 Knit Picks card, $10 Michaels card, or a pattern valued up to $10. Now, one of our knit-alongs is finished objects for February and March, and that one will close um, April 1st. I will lock it down. I will do random number generator and announce the winners on here. All you have to do is finish an object, take a picture of it, and post it on the correct thread in Ravelry. And if there's a pattern name, please put it with it. And then our second one is for March and April. Any baby or toddler things that you want to make. Same thing as the other. Take a picture of it when you finish it, post it under the correct thread, and put a pattern name if you have it. Now that one ends May 1st, and that's when I will lock it down and use random number generator to choose who gets the, I hate to say winners, but whoever random number generator chooses. For complete rules, you can either look on show notes or under Ravelry for the correct thread. Okay, so, I was going to announce looking ahead. Sorry guys, I will get to, well, let me just do it right now, just a minute. Sorry, I realize I really don't need to go back and look at my list. Because with my mind in Ukraine so much right now, I think for what months? I can't even think. So for May and June, we're going to do things in blue and yellow. Okay? Just where my mind is right now. Okay, things that are on my needles. Well, I'm going to show you my temperature afghan first, because I have made a little progress on it this last week. I don't know what date I'm up to. Oh, yes, I do. I figured it out last night. I think I'm up to January 13th. But isn't that pretty? Well, could show you the correct. I guess there's not really a wrong on the right side. But isn't that pretty? So anyways, there's that. So I'm almost halfway through January. Then, let's see. I will show you. Well, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and show you this first. My Advent sock that I started, I believe it was yesterday. This is some of that yarn that I dyed myself. It was also snow dyed, and it just ended up with little flecks in it. And that's going to be my next Advent sock. This is one that I dyed, and I dyed it so that the middle. Okay, as you start on the outside of it, it was white, and then as you work closer to the middle, you get more and more flecks. So I probably am going to be able to get a couple Advent socks out of that. I probably will. So there's my Advent sock. Soup kitchen. I need to rename them. Socks for the shelters. That's what I'm gonna have to start calling them, because they're not just for the soup kitchen, but they're for the men's and women's shelters that we have in town. And I just lost a bunch of stitches. So, anyways, that's one. And this is Heart and Soul, which is discontinued, but I actually got this on eBay probably. That's what I'm thinking. So, or Etsy, I'm not sure which one. So, anyways, yes, those are my soup kitchen socks. I'm just kind of going through this today. Sorry. My wickerwork sweater. Yeah, I didn't work on it as much as I did last week, but I am up to the neckline. So what I'm going, because that's where I was last week, was right there where that little yellow thing is. And I've been busy winding yarn up because when I get to this point, even though they tell you to work them separately, it's less confusing for me if I work them at the same time. And that way I make sure they're the same um, length and everything, and they pretty much match. So yeah, this is my wicker work sweater or pullover by Michelle Wang. Okay, I'm just zipping right along here. Now, guess what? Oh, that should be a finished object, but I'll show you the one that's not finished, and then I'll show you the one that's finished. I am getting ready for the knit one, purl one ribbing on this sock, on my Paris sock. Oh yeah, because it doesn't look nearly as long, but that's because I have to do the 20 rows of ribbing. That's what I like on my socks. So this is Paris by the Knitting Expat, and this one is waiting for its ribbing. This is the one with the ribbing, and it is done. And as soon as I get the end tucked in or woven in and get the other one done, I will have 2 socks for Paris. So yeah, you can see the difference. Put the right one in the front. The difference the ribbing makes in the length of the sock, because there's where this one ends, and I still have all that ribbing to do. So it'll be a nice size sock when I'm done. Okay, I guess that's plenty of things on my needles. I don't need anything else on my needles. I did finish that little kind of like scrap yarn advent sock I did last week because I had odds and ends. I haven't decided if I'm going to give this to the kids or what I'm going to do with it. But I used up some of that scrap yarn. Now that's a new color that I'm going to be making another sock out of after I finish this one. So, okay. Sorry, I'm just here and there, and I'm sorry about that. So I showed you that, so I can put that in my Advent sock box. Advent sock bag, actually. Okay. Okay. First of all, I had 2 doctor's appointments yesterday. One with my family doctor, just my regular, had to have the blood work up and everything. And he said everything is looking great. And I'm sitting there going, wow, I'm glad. Even my blood pressure, which when I go to doctor's offices, I don't know about you guys, I can never get my blood pressure to settle down. It's fine. It's normal at home. But yesterday my appointment was at 7:45 in the morning with my doctor, and they took it, and it was normal. Okay, then I had to go to my oncologist in the afternoon, and they took it, and I think it's because I did not stop talking the whole time I was there. I get a little nervous when I go to the oncologist, but they took my blood pressure. They told me it was a little high, and so I asked her if they couldn't take the blood pressure from that morning, and she goes, "Oh, sure." So, because we kept trying to get me to be quiet, but I just chatter when I'm nervous. That's what I do. I'm not nervous on here. I just like to chatter to you guys. That's what friends do. Anyways, she said everything looks great. So, as far as health, I'm doing great. Weight-wise, I need to lose weight, but we all know that. Okay, now for the thing I want to share with you about Ukraine. Um, you know that I have had knit-alongs with Mila's Knit Corner, right? Um, she's from Ukraine. She showed pictures on an email today of what her home city looks like. I believe her home city, it was one of the bigger ones. I want to say it's the second largest city, but I'm not sure. And she said it does not look anything like the beautiful um, town that she's from. And she said if she didn't have her 2 little children with her, she would be over there in a second just be with family. She's been making phone calls. She's been doing whatever she can to talk to friends and family over there. She's asked that we pray for peace, that we encourage peace. And then she gave me, or she gave two links where you can donate money if you're interested in doing that. And one is UnitedHelpUkraine.org, and the other is Facebook.com/Back and Alive. I know both on Etsy and Ravelry, there are some, on Etsy I have found a few people. Oh, I wish I had their, let me check something. But there's a few people that are selling patterns of their own. They are from the Ukraine, and they are using all the proceeds to, all the proceeds from their sales are going to help Ukraine. Let me see, what did I find? Okay. I'm on my, it's hard when I have half a screen. Okay, I'm sorry, I should have been more organized. Like I said, my mind's a little scattered. I just, yeah. Okay. See if I can find my orders, because I ordered some cross-stitch pictures from this lady. Why can't I find my... There we go. Let me see. Nope, that's not it either. Why can't I find it on here? Why can't I find it on Etsy? That's not it. I thought I found it, but I didn't. Anyways, well, okay, one of them is the five. Oh, that might be it. It's Happy Stitch by Galina. Happy Stitch by Galina. And if you're into cross stitch, she has quite a few patterns. And she has deals where you can buy 5 for $15, I think. That's what I did. I don't do a lot of cross stitching. And she is in the midst of this. So they're PDFs that she had made up before. The money is going to go help her and others like her that are having to go away from home. So anyways, yeah, if you think about it, look up in Ravelry. There is some place that, see, I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. If you search for Ukraine, though, you are going to find some, but read them. Read the reviews. Make sure they are legitimate and the money is going to go help. I don't mind supporting independent designers, but in this case, I wanted to do something that would help, but I wanted to make sure it was going to, somebody that needed it. And so when I saw hers and I read her story, yeah. So anyways, that's me on my soapbox. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, like I said, my mind is there. I think I told you last week that during Lent, I have given up Facebook and I've given up Twitter and Instagram. I haven't given up the news. And I haven't, YouTube is where I usually get my news from. I go to BBC News, I go to PBS News, whatever, but that's where I get my news from. And I'm kind of, it's a lot of reality. And I'm afraid if I were on Facebook and Twitter, I would never be off of it with the stories and everything. I do ask you to pray. Pray however you want to, but peace is the forefront of my mind. And all the refugees that are having to leave their homes and looking at their homes, how are they going to go back in the near future? Anyways, enough of that. I'm sorry this has been such a downer one. Like I said, if you think about it, Mila is supporting those 2 links that I gave you. And I trust her. Mila's a sweetheart. And I feel like she's become a friend over the years. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great week of crafting. I hope you are able to find some peace in your crafting. Hope you don't make any mistakes, but if you do, I hope they're little ones. I love you all. Big, big, big hugs. Take care. God bless. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.